Lovely. Okay, so if everyone wants to find Sukhanasana or a comfortable sitting pose and just relax the shoulders. So we're going to use the right hand and bring the index finger and middle finger onto the third eye. We're going to close the right nostril with the thumb and breathe in through the left. Close the left with the ring finger. Breathe out through the right. Close the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Close the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Close the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Close the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Close the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Close the left. One more circuit. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Close the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Bring the hands onto the knees. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Jala Bandha, chin to throat. Shoulders up. Sealing the breath. When you can't hold the breath any longer, release the shoulders, release the head, breathe out. In your own time, do that 2 more times. When you're ready, you breathe in. Jala Bandha, chin to collarbone, shoulders up, sealing in the breath. When you need to breathe out, release the shoulders, the chin. One more. Excellent. And then gently just bring your hands onto your shoulders. When you're ready, create some mobilization in the shoulders. And the opposite way. And then gently in the wrists. And again, the opposite way. And release the wrists. So we're going to keep the legs crossed. Really feel Uddiyana Bandha pulling back to the spine, drawing Mula Bandha, activate the lower body. As you draw the navel towards the spine, feel the diaphragm pulling up into the rib cage as you exhale. Bring the hands closer to the crown of the head, feel the elbows dropping out. So what's happening in the shoulders is happening in the hips and vice versa. And then we can gently release the arms, scoop the knees up, bring the knees up to the chest. So the insides of the feet keep touching and we open the knees apart, let them come forwards and then bring them back together and bring the knees to the chest. So we're making these small circles, mobilizing the hips. Just like we did with the shoulders. And then changing direction. And then stretching the legs up into the air. Push the heels to the ceiling. Push the soles to the ceiling. Lengthen through the hamstring. And then rotate the ankles again a few times, each direction. And then as you exhale, just bend the knees, let the feet hang down. When you inhale, stretch up the legs, feel the hamstrings working. When you exhale, bend the knees, let the feet drop down. Inhaling, stretching up. Exhaling, letting the feet hang down. One more time, breathe in, stretch those legs up. And then see if you can keep the legs straight as you lower the legs down to the floor, using your core. And then again, bring the arms up above the head. Have the feet together, feel yourself nice and straight. So first request of the morning, banana pose. Walk your heels over to the right while keeping your sacrum flat on the floor. It might only be 2 or 3 steps to the sides. And then when you can't get your ankles any further across, just hook the left ankle over the right ankle to bind you into the pose. And then just let your arms drift over to the right so that you're making the shape of a banana. So you should really feel it in those hip flexors, the lower obliques, the crest of the ilium, what we think of as the hip. You can still keep Uddiyana Bandha engaged. Make your in-breath and out-breath long and deep. Take a few more breaths. When you unhook the left foot, walk or slide the feet back to the midline. Bring the arms back, palms together. Feel your nice self nice and straight. And then walk again the heels over to the left. Still keeping the sacrum on the floor. When you can't walk the feet any further, hook that right foot over the left. Let the arms drift over to the left as well. Feeling it again, the top of the IT band, the iliotibial tract, the hips, the waistline. Nice deep breaths in and out. Few more breaths. Again, unhook the right foot. Bring the legs back to the center. Bring the arms back down by your sides. So we'll do eye of needle. We'll bring the left ankle onto the right thigh. Try and have the foot about halfway down the thigh. Bring the left hand between the legs. Take hold of the shin or the back of the thigh. Remember to keep the chin tucked into the throat. Feel the head relaxed. Feel the knee rocking over to the right slightly so you get that maximum stretch through the hips. Breathing into the left hip. Smiling into the left hip. If you want to make it more intense, you can release the left hand, push that left knee away. And then stretch both arms in the air, straighten the right leg. Exhale, roll up to hold the calf. Really trying to lift the chest up off the floor. And then exhale. Relax the chest. So we can stretch that right leg down to the floor, keeping the left foot resting on top of the thigh. Again, stretch the arms behind the head. So it's like we're doing Shiva pose or tree pose, Vikonasana in reclined. And then gently slide the foot off the thigh, so the sole of the foot's against the inside of the thigh, more like traditional tree. And then bring the knee up. Slide the leg down. Relax the arms. Again, we'll bring both soles of the feet on the floor, eye of needle opposite side. Right foot on left thigh, right hand between the legs. Again, trying to hold the shin or the back of the thigh. As you draw the knee to the shoulder, feel yourself slightly rocking over to the left. Try and keep the chin tucked into the throat, head relaxed. Again, you can release the right hand and push that right knee away. And then stretch both arms into the air, straighten the left leg. Roll the chest up to hold the calm. Again, when you release the chest back down, keep the leg straight as it comes down. Keeping the foot on top of the thigh, stretch the arms up. Shiva pose, keep that left leg active, leg pushing into the floor, toes pointing to the ceiling. You can slide the foot onto the floor. And then release the arms, scoop the knee up, relax the leg down. So we're going to bring the left arm out to the side, bring the left leg up, bend the knee so we've got those 90-degree angles. With the right hand, guide the knee over to the right, keeping that left shoulder as your anchor point. If you need a cushion or a block to rest your foot onto so your leg's not hovering in midair, you can. So as always, think about the chest expanding as you breathe in, emptying as you exhale and twist deeper. Turn the head to look at the left palm that's facing up. Make that left hand active, stretch the fingers out. If you want to slide the hand higher up, increasing the angle, you can. Work with your breath. Few more breaths, sinking into that twist. When you want to come up, inhale, bring the leg up, hug the knee to the chest, wind reliever, roll the chest up to the knee. Exhale, relax the chest down, relax the leg down. So now we bring the right arm out to the side, bring the right leg up. Again, find those 90-degree angles, guide the leg across. You can bend the knee more and rest the foot on the inside of the thigh. Rest it on the floor or a block. Breathe into the lungs and the chest. Make the right hand active. Few more breaths, sinking deeper into it with each out breath. Again, when you want to come up, breathe in, roll the hips back, hug the knee to the chest and the shoulder, activate that left leg, roll the chest up to the knee. Inhale, come down, relax the leg down. We're going to hug both knees to the chest. Have a little rock from side to side. And just gently roll back up to sitting. And relax the legs out. So we're going to come into a lying pose in a minute for our pigeon and cat pulling tail, but we'll just do a little bit more hip rocking. So if you bring your left foot up, you can place your left hand under the calf and hold the ankle, swing the hip forwards. Make it a little bit easier. Try and hold the foot up nice and high. You can place the foot into the opposite elbow if you want to extend it. Wrap the other arm around the knee. Try and keep the foot as high as the knee if you can. Working with your breath, lifting that foot a little bit higher. And then gently lift the foot as high as you can. Draw it towards your forehead. Hold the left big toe with your right hand. Stretch your left arm into the air. Take hold of your right big toe with your left hand. Do not let that foot touch the right leg. Yoga police are on patrol this morning. And then release. And try and bring the leg all the way across. Now, if sitting in half Gardanasana is too much, the alternative is to sit in Janusarasana. Okay, so either Janusarasana or half Gardanasana. Breathe in, stretch up, reach up. Exhale, reach for that foot, the shin. Feel that lovely stretch through your hamstrings, your lower back. Front of the body active, drawing you forwards. The back and the spine passive, ebbing forwards with the out breath. Breathing into the kidneys in the small of the back. few more breaths as you sink deeper. And when you want to come up, breathe in, roll up. So you can keep your legs like this. If you're in Janisarasana, you might prefer to cross your legs. We're going to do Gardhanasana with the arms. We're going to bring the right elbow up, the left elbow underneath. Interlace the hands, palms together if you can. Start with the elbows low and the shoulders relaxed, but lift up from the solar plexus. Just hold it as a hatha pose for a few breaths. Place your thumb onto your third eye, breathe into your third eye. Breathing into the third eye, Ajna Chakra, intuition, vision and insight, creativity and imagination. And then see if you can lift the elbows a little bit higher and pull the hands now away from the head. Just pull the elbows as high as they'll go. And then gently see if you can lean back, look up. And then breathe out, bend forwards all the way down. Breathe in and come back up. Release the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And relax. Bring the left foot flat on the floor over the right leg. Have the ankle about level with the knee. So don't bring the heel too close to the groin. Twist all the way round to the left. Take your right hand, stretch it to the side, and then hook the elbow against the outside edge of your knee. So you've got your left hand supporting you, your right arm comes across, and then hook the elbow on the outside of the knee. And imagine you're breathing through the palm, a third eye in the palm of the hand, breathing through this point. If you want to go deeper into the pose, drop the hand down to hold the shin, keeping it pushing against the knee, deepening the twist into more of a bind as you hold your shin. Try and keep the chest open, neck long. And then gently release to unravel. Relax the foot. Notice any difference between your legs. Is your left leg longer than your right leg? And then bring the right foot up. And again, place the hand under the calf to begin with. Swing the hip round a little bit, get some rocking happening. You can place the foot into the opposite elbow if you can, keeping the foot as high as you can. And then you can gently pick the foot up, lift it higher, pull it towards your forehead. Take hold of the big toe with the left hand. Take hold of the left big toe with the right hand. Don't let the foot touch the leg. And release. Bring that leg all the way across if you can, or sit in Janusarasana. So again, breathe in, stretch up, reach forwards as you exhale. Breathing into the kidneys in the lower back. Front of the body active, drawing you forwards. The back passive, giving and ebbing. When you want to come up, deep breath in to come up. And we're going to bring the arms again into Gardhanasana. Left elbow up, right elbow underneath, backs of hands or palms of hands together. So again, begin with the elbows relaxed, but lift up from the solar plexus. Shoulders and neck relax. You can place your thumb on your third eye. Breathing through Ajna Chakra. Again, see if you can lift the elbows up a little bit higher now and pull the hands away from the forehead. You're just pulling the hands away from the head, keeping the solar plexus lifted. Couple more breaths. And then see if you can lift them right up, lean back, look up. And then exhale, bend forwards. Breathe in, come up. And fold the arms, squeeze the elbows together. And release. So we're going to do this same spinal twist again. We're going to bring that right foot over the left leg and have the ankle about level with the knee. Okay, and then we're going to twist all the way round to the right. Right hand supports you. Feel like the left arm is being pulled to the side, and then hook the elbow across the knee. Imagine you've got a third eye in the palm of your hand and you're breathing through the palm of your hand. If you want to, you can drop the hand to hold the shin, to bind you into the twist. Keep the neck long, chest open. And again, when you want to release, release the arm, unravel back. Bring the legs together. Just sit in staff pose for a moment to neutralize the spine. And then we're going to gently come onto all fours. So just do a few rounds of cat-cow, knees under your hips, feet behind your knees, palms flat on the floor under your shoulders. Use Uddiyana Bandha as you exhale to contract. And then the next time you exhale, rolling the head and the tailbone together, and then just lifting the knees off the floor, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels, walking the dog. And then come forwards into your plank. Chaturanga, nice and strong. Bend the elbows, point them behind you, lower down slowly. We're going to do our 3 baby cobras. We're going to breathe in, lift the chest up, look up. Breathe out, come down. Breathe in, look up, hands off the floor if you can. Exhale, come down. Breathe in, look up, hands and knees off the floor. Exhale, come down. Curl up through high cobra. Pull back. Stretch those arms out. Feel the bottom as if it's trying to come to the heels, but round off that lumbar vertebrae for a moment. And then lift the knees off the floor, downward facing dog. Gently come forwards, plank. Lower yourself down. And bring the elbows under the shoulders for Sphinx. Excellent. So Sphinx is where we have the legs just going straight back, but we're going to take the feet slightly out to the sides, feel the inside of the thighs rolling onto the mat, so we're more in seal pose. Just see how that feels in your lower back. Your lower back feels like it's pinching, just release it a little bit. Try and keep the chest high, the neck long, ears away from the shoulders. So we can scoop that left knee up, just so it's level with the hip, and have the ankle behind the knee. So it's like 90-degree angles, opening up the hips. Almost like half frog. So I had my first gym session on Wednesday. Oh, did I hurt yesterday? So now we're going to bring the right elbow a bit more into the midline so we can kind of roll onto our side and just stretch out the left leg. And you can bring the foot a little bit higher if it will come up. You don't want it too far up. And we're on our right side almost. And then we ask the right knee to bend so we can take hold of the right foot with the left hand for cat pulling tail. It is really one of those Heineken stretches, isn't it, that reaches all the parts. A few more breaths. Release the foot when you're ready. Roll the leg back in. Find your seal pose. So this time the right knee comes up out to the side, lifting up the chest. And again, we bring that elbow more into the middle. We roll onto the left, stretching out the right leg. We bend the left knee if it will, and we take hold of the foot. A few more breaths. When you want to release, relax the leg down, roll the leg back in, relax the chest down, hands under shoulders, we'll lift up through high cobra, pull back into complete extended child's pose, have your bottom right on your heels, arms stretching out, forehead on the floor if you can access that. Breathing into those scapulars, the shoulder blades, the lower back. And again, gently come up into downward facing dog. So bring your left leg up high, twist the knee up to the ceiling, open up the hips. And then swing the knee all the way down behind the left wrist. So you can keep the knee here and the foot behind the knee, or you can flip the foot over to the right, the pigeon. Slide the right hip back so that you're aiming at getting your hip on your heel. Walk your hands up to your chest. Find your pigeon pose. Try and keep the shoulders low, the neck long, chest open. Think about the lower back bending. You can relax your head down onto a fist or the mat. Take some time to breathe into your hip. Let everything softening and giving. Again, breathing, come up onto your hands. So we're going to ask the right knee to bend, see if we can take hold of it with the left hand. You feel quite easy after cat pulling tail. Maybe swap hands. Maybe try both. And release. So we'll use some core. We'll lift the right knee off the floor, lift the left heel and knee off the floor, and then stretch the leg up into the air and down. So this time we bring that right knee up, twist the knee up to the ceiling, open up the hips. And then swing the knee down behind the right wrist. If you can, flick the foot over to the left side. Slide the left leg back, sink it down onto your heel. Open up the chest. Keep the chest open. Feel the bend in the lower back. When you want to come down, rest your head on a fist or the floor. Breathe in to come up. Again, see if your left knee will bend so you can reach back with your right hand. Swap hands. And if you want to, you can try both. And then release when you want to. So again, we use our core, we lift the left knee off the floor, lift the right foot and knee high, keep the leg up into the air, step down. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels again. And then bend the knees, look forward, small hop into the middle of your mat. Little balance pose. On tiptoes if your knees permit. See if you can stretch the arms up high. And release. And sit down. Lovely. So we fitted in banana pose, cat pulling tail and pigeon. So now you deserve Shavasana. So if everyone would like to find a comfortable resting position of your choice. We'll begin as always with a few nice deep breaths in, large exhalations out. Really feeling yourself letting go as you breathe out. Remembering how breathing out is the body's way of letting go. Letting go is that first step to becoming more deeply relaxed than before. So as you rest there, breathing out, letting go, bring your awareness to that point, the back of the head, halfway between the base of the skull and the crown of the head, the bindi point. You can imagine breathing into this point like a ray of light shining through into the middle of your skull, to the pineal gland, behind the sinuses, above the soft palate. As you breathe out that breath, as a ray of light shines through the forehead, out through the third eye kestrel point between the eyebrows. Breathing into bindi at the back of the skull, like a ray of light shining through. Breathing out through the third eye kestrel point between the eyebrows. And then for that last minute, just rest in the stillness. In your own time, you can give your knees a hug and rock from side to side before rolling back up to sitting.